as we go into our main stories, the first story that we're going to have here is actually Temu. And in the last week, there was a big report put out by a research firm called Wish Analytics, and they provide software as well. And one of the, a bolt from the blue, Temu has produced, we have new information out there through this Wish Analytics report. And I wanted to outline a few things that we're talking about here. First is tremendous growth. Temu has grown their sales over 840% in the last 12 months.
Yeah, I saw the Temu ads. It really inspired me to shop like a billionaire, but it doesn't seem like it inspired the rest of America to shop like billionaires. So it flopped a bit. Investment did not pay off.
Yeah. Another thing, one of the things I liked about this report is it's actually exploding a few facts here that I really couldn't believe. One is the fastest growing Temu segment is above $190,000 income. The slowest growing Temu segment is less than $50,000 in income, which I didn't know that before. So it's really good data to talk about from a segmentation point of view. Did you expect that, or does that resonate with you at all, Jess?
I didn't expect it. I think we just assumed that they were really taking share from the dollar stores, from all of these lower price retailers, and that it was resonating mostly with these lower income segments. And that's actually the opposite of what we found. And from a share perspective, Rick, did it feel like that they were taking more share from a Walmart, Target, Etsy? What else was the breakdown in terms of where are they stealing share?
There is a couple of things to talk about in that front. The two big losers are in this order: Wish and AliExpress, which you might expect. Like, Temu is essentially like the third generation of Wish. It seems like, or you might hope, that they're a little bit smarter than Wish was, and the quality is slightly higher. The customer lifetime value for Temu keeps going up after 12 months, which to me means that the quality is good enough to get people coming back, or maybe they just keep getting bombarded with ads, and all the digital ad spending.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Do you mind if I break down some of these similarities though between Wish and Temu? Because I think
I would love to hear about it. Yeah,
I think that's pretty interesting, right? As much as I've heard about Temu, the immediate thing that came to mind is this is just another Wish. Let's just kind of recap the trajectory of Wish. It started in 2010. By 2018, it was the most downloaded shopping app. There were 2 billion in sales in 2021, 101 million monthly active users in 2021, 1 million registered merchants, of which 125,000 were active every month. They were the largest Instagram advertiser, spending $1 billion annually. They also sponsored, if you remember, the LA Lakers. So similar to Temu and the big Super Bowl splash. And at the time, the Lakers won the championship in 2021 with the Wish logo splattered on every jersey. It was a $30 million deal. And the company actually also attracted similar income brackets. So just like Temu was resonating with the higher income, actually Wish saw that as well. But then, they started to gain some more traction through this gamification and just getting people to come back time and time again. So I think it's interesting. You bring up the quality piece. There's some pitfalls that Wish had as well, which we'll see as Temu.
Pitfalls for Wish? Do tell.
Yeah, I got a few. So low product standards. They actually had a lot of illicit products. So they had a car seat that was on sale for 17 pounds in the UK. They got shut down in France by Google because of all of the low quality standards and the bad business practices. They actually had a storefront called Best Deal spelled DEEAL, number 9, that they would take all the listings that got shut down off of Wish for fraudulent, put them in that store and see if customers would notice. And this was an experiment that the company actually started themselves. And they had over 213,000 people buy products off the site that they intentionally had no plans of ever shipping. Pretty insane, right?
Fraud.com.
Fraud.com. So the known as a place where you can get $1 watches. They would have refrigerators on sale for $1, but really it was the magnets that were being sold. So question for you with sharing this data. Do you think that Wish
Look, I think they're clearly following the playbook. I do think that they are differentiating in the fact that they seem to be going up market a little bit differently. They seem to have a little bit better quality. That's what I see so far. The rest of it is like, there's a lot of advertising. They're surely not profitable. And so the question is that once the advertising dollars off,
right?
the big question is like, is that going to happen? And they have big pockets. US public investors weren't going to fund kind of like a whole bunch of nonsense forever. They're based in China. These companies move around, right? Like one of them is based in Singapore and Hong Kong,
Right.
and not like, oh, we're a London-based company, or we're a Boston, like Shein's based in Boston.
Like Shein.
Definitely not China.
No, not at all. No ties whatsoever.
Yeah, and any country that Congress is against, we are not in.
That was also the downfall of Wish, right? At some point, the cost of advertising got too expensive, coupled with all of these bad business practices that just eroded the loyalty that they did have. So you feel like Temu is going to be in better footing to survive?
I think Temu is a better footing. They've already started affecting the dollar stores. 2023 year over year, and compared to dollar stores, growth has completely flatlined, and analysts are attributing that to almost 100% Temu, and then some Shein. That kind of spells bad news for the dollar store industry. They are going to need to become the half dollar store.
Yeah, I think that's an easy out, right? If you actually saw, there was some deep dives in like John Oliver on the dollar store and some of their challenges. They can't keep their teams employed. So part of the dollar store experience is just ensuring that you've got strong store associates, right? That are paid well, will show up to work every day. Customers were helping unpack the boxes because they had just stocked up so much in the warehouses. And the stores are just literally a mess. And so some of it could be for sure Temu, but they've been able to capitalize on probably frustrations that people have of just going into the dollar store in general, because it's just a mess.
It's an interesting point of view. Mess is a good word for some of this inventory, particularly if, hopefully they don't have a fraudulent site.